Football fans, welcome to the Endzone. As always, I'm Brock the Bulldog, joined by my co-host, me and Mark Fitter. How we doing, buddy?
Good.
You riding high this week?
Yeah. And guess what?
What's up? What's going on?
Who's second in the division?
Taste of my own medicine.
Another one.
For now. For now.
Hey, guess what?
What's up?
It's week 14.
Week 14 now, yeah.
And guess what?
They're 8-4.
3 more losses.
3 more losses to go.
3 more losses.
But it's not going to happen. They're going to win 10 games, I think. 10 games.
Okay.
Maybe 11.
Okay,
10 for sure.
They might beat the Lions.
They'll beat the Lions this week.
Well, you never know. David Blau will just go
That was a fluke. They'll beat the Lions. They're going to beat the Packers on Christmas.
No.
And they'll beat the Bears on the New Year's game. That's 3 more wins right there. That's 11. That'd be 11-5 right there.
You just said they would win 10 games.
I'm bumping it up to 11. Yeah, I'm bumping it up, Marky Mark. Bumping it up.
Packers are still going to be...
Are they still going to win 12 games?
Yeah.
They're sitting at 9 right now, right?
Well, they play the Redskins. Then they play
The Chargers, don't they? No, we do. We have the Chargers. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Okay, let's go back to Thanksgiving, buddy.
Okay.
What happened to the Lions on Thanksgiving?
Well,
they had that
if
one.
Matt Stafford played, they probably would have won. But David Blau showed up
They were ahead almost the whole game.
Yeah.
And then Trubisky and the boys made a little comeback. And
hey, what did I say? Trubisky will get 200 yards.
He had 338. A nice day for Mitch.
That was the game that Trubisky was going to break out.
I was pretty close to writing off Chicago the past few weeks. I still don't think they're going to make the playoffs. They can be a disruptor, though, the rest of the way forward, I think. Because they're frisky enough, they have a good enough defense, that if a team underestimates them, they can get caught sleeping, I think.
Yeah, and no one's talking about them because...
No, because of how bad they've been the past month.
Yes.
Now they've won 2 in a row. And
they might go 8-8.
I still think Trubisky is garbage, though. But
yeah, he still needs to get traded.
Yeah, I would keep him around. And beating the Lions, I mean, the Lions were up, but the Lions have bigger problems than what happened on Thursday for them. That team's a big mess. So, nice win for the Bears. Tough loss to the Lions. Speaking of nice wins, everyone finally got to see with their own 2 eyes on big national television what the Buffalo Bills can do, huh?
Well, they're not really playing competition because the NFC,
is way better this year.
Yeah.
The NFC is, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. It's so
The NFC's a buzzsaw
and
this
the
year.
Bills, they're good. I don't think they'll make it past the first round, but I think they'll make it to the play. Well, they're going to make the playoffs.
Is there a chance they could win the division with the Patriots slipping like they are? Is there a chance that's possible?
No.
Could they win the AFC East?
No.
If the Pats fall down a couple spots and wind up as a wild card?
No.
They're only 1 game back right now with the Pats. It's possible. I'm just putting it out there. The Bills are good. You think I'm crazy, don't you? Never bet against the
Bills,
Patriots.
The Bills are good, but not
that good.
Yeah.
I'm putting too much steam behind them right now.
Yeah, they need to play someone well, they're playing the Ravens this week. So
that's a big matchup right there.
Yes, so
they could take the wind out of the Ravens' sails.
If they can score 20 points, they're for real in my opinion.
I think they're going to give the Ravens a game. Because the Ravens, as good as they are, they've been playing some tight games. So this could be interesting next week with the Ravens and the Bills going head-to-head, 2 AFC powerhouses. Speaking of powerhouses, want to talk about what happened with New England and Houston. Tom Brady, it is all this talk. Everyone's throwing dirt on the grave again. Are we overreacting? It's just one of those games, or what is it?
No one's talking about them. They're only talking about the Ravens and teams like that. And I think they'll be in the AFC championship game. I don't know if they're going to win it. I think the Ravens will make the Super Bowl.
I think it's really coming home to roost that they don't have enough offensive weapons for Brady to play with this year.
Yes.
And he's also, some of the zip is gone in his long ball. I mean, he's, 42 now, 41? That's ancient for quarterbacks. He's played forever. He's the best of all time, if not one of the best of all time. He's right up in the conversation. But right now, they're struggling a little bit, and they're relying on defense more than anything. So should the Patriot fans be worried? Are they going to be okay? What do you think?
Okay.
They're going to be all right?
They're going to finish 13-3.
That's just fine. And here we are. We're worried about the Patriots. They've already won 10 games.
Yeah.
I mean, what's there to worry about? That's a lot. But with the Ravens on their heels, the Bills looking good, you got to keep up. You got to keep getting wins. You can't slip behind right now in the AFC East.
Yeah. And, like, I don't know who the Bills play next, but it might be, like, a cupcake schedule again. So.
After they get done with the game next week, yeah, it's possible. Also possible, let's talk about what happened with Green Bay this week. Nice win on the road, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. They're keeping where they're at. Minnesota, though, had a chance to keep first place tied in the division. Okay. Fell a little behind. That's second. Yeah, right 2, here. Double. So I want your unbiased opinion, Mark. Your unbiased. Put your Packers goggles off.
Okay.
The Vikings on Monday. How'd they do?
It'll be a close one.
No, this past week against Seattle. How'd they do? How was it?
Oh, okay. They scored 30 against the Seahawks. I predicted
right, on the road.
It would be 20 to 24-7.
Yeah, I think I said 24-21, something like that. So a little closer. That last field goal and stuff, the last possession was pretty rough, and getting a chance to maybe have a chance to go ahead and throw a Hail Mary, but fumbling on the kickoff return wasn't good. The Vikings have problems in the secondary. We talked about this all year on the show.
Xavier Rhodes
is a liability. He doesn't stop talking. He doesn't stop making dumb hits too late.
He's good. I'll give him that.
He's good when he's on, but he hasn't been on all season.
No.
He's had a rough year. He's one of the most penalized corners in all of football. He just gets himself in too much trouble every week, and he always puts the Vikings in a bad spot. 3rd and long, they're ready to go. Pass interference. Tackles a guy out of bounds, shoves him too hard. Penalty right there. Mm-hmm. He makes too many costly mistakes lately that aren't outweighed by his talent.
He might turn into the next Vontaze Perfect. I'm just saying.
If he doesn't clean up his act a little bit, I don't know. I have not been impressed by Rhodes all season, and he just keeps making all these bonehead mistakes and costing the Vikings in situations where they could get off the field or get a punt or something.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're feeling good right now, aren't you? I think you're right, though. The bright side is they went into Seattle, one of the toughest places to play, and after getting behind, they kind of made a little comeback, a quick one to Laquan Treadwell and a few other things up there. I thought, all in all, for the most part, there was more positives than negatives coming out of that game, except for the fumbles and Xavier Rhodes' headaches.
Well, Kirk Cousins only had 2 touchdowns, I think?
Two touchdowns, 270. Yeah, one to Rudolph and one to...
I think he did good, but, he's still so bad in my opinion.
Oh, I think the level of bad is on a scale, buddy.
If Aaron Rodgers had weapons like Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen, they would go 14-2.
But Thielen didn't play.
Yeah, but if
Thielen plays...
they would have been a 14-2 team, the Packers have a rushing game, a passing game, Yeah.
I think Kirk Cousins is not the best of the best. He's pretty good, though. I'd put him in the top. He's definitely in the top 10 this year, quarterbacks. Top 10 for the whole season. He's in the list.
Not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd take him over 20 other guys out there in the NFL. I'd take him over Trubisky. Look at the sheet. I'd take him over Dak Prescott. I'd take him over Matt Ryan, Andy Dalton, Jacoby Brissett, Ryan Fitzpatrick. I wouldn't take him over Rodgers. I'd take him over Hodges. I'd take him over Kyle Allen. I'd take him over Jameis Winston.
Kyle Allen.
I would probably put him on the same page as Jimmy Garoppolo, maybe. I'd take him over... I think I'd take him over Jared Goff. Rivers? Yeah. Derek Carr? Yeah. Tom Brady? No. He's up there. I mean, you look at that unbiased, there's not many names you put ahead of Cousins this year.
I swear.
Years past, last year, yeah, a lot of these guys. This year, I want Kirk McDirt on my team. He's been playing good.
No, I would never, if I was in the draft, I would never draft anybody like him.
Well, he got drafted in the 4th round. You see that graphic on Monday Night Football? RG3, Andrew Luck, and a couple other tin cans were drafted ahead of him.
You think Andrew Luck is a tin can?
No, Andrew Luck was awesome, but he got hurt and he retired. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, of all the guys that went in the 1st round ahead of him, who's still playing? Russell Wilson and Kirk Cousins, the guys that went late. Anyways, Marky Mark, what do you say we reconvene? Let's come back with Week 14 with our picks and our lightning lock of the week.
When you want variety, you usually need to visit several places for bold flavors. Where they stuff your pretzel with 3 cheeses and roast beef, or where smoked cheddar meets crispy bacon. Because when you want to try 7 new sandwiches with a range of unique flavors unlike anywhere else, there's only one place to go. It's the only place you'll find sandwiches like the Caprese and the Tuscan. And that place is Schlotzskys. Make people happy. Cater Schlotzskys. Make it easy. Call 855-DELIVER.
Consolidated is teaming up with Cornerstone Bank this year for our annual Toy and Food Drive. You can help us help those that need our support this holiday season. You'll be entered into a drawing for 2 prizes, an Apple iPad and a $50 gift card when you bring in 3 food items or household items such as baby diapers or laundry detergent, or a gift of a new unwrapped toy which will be distributed to children in southwestern North Dakota. Stop in at Consolidated at 507 South Main or Cornerstone Bank at 3095 15th Street West in Dickinson today with your donation.
Football fans, welcome back to the End Zone. As always, brought to you by Schlotzskys up north of the hub on Highway 22, bringing you the lightning lock of the week, your chance to win a free Schlotzsky sandwich. We got more on that coming up. Mark, let's kick it off. Let's talk about the Week 14 schedule. Let's talk about the Cowboys and the Bears on Thursday Night Football. Who's winning this one?
Who is it?
Cowboys and the Bears.
Okay. So, I do not think the Cowboys will do good in this game. However, Mitchell Trubisky is going to do horrible.
Horrible, you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
But, it's going to be, a low-scoring game, 10-17 or something.
Tell me the stat we talked about before we started filming, where we talked about how Prescott had how many pass attempts last week? 40-some?
Got 42, and Ezekiel Elliott had,
12 touches and 71 yards.
Yeah.
So that ratio's got to change.
Yes.
It's got to come more towards the middle, where it's 30 pass attempts and 20 rushing attempts for Zeke.
Yes.
Because Zeke's probably one of the top 5 backs in all football. Why aren't you giving him the ball? What's going on? I know the Bills have a pretty tough front 7 there, but still, you got to get the guy that touches. He's got to go to work. I think there's a mistake they're making there for the Cowboys.
Pretty good front 7. He had 71 yards and
12. That's right. Yeah, and they're considered one of the better defenses in football, and he still produced as much as he did on 12 touches. So, Cowboys got to get Zeke the ball a little more. You're taking the Cowboys though on the road?
Yes.
I'm gonna say the Cowboys spiral continues, and the Bears pulling off at home in this one.
It'll be a low scoring game.
The thing is, neither team's coming off a short week because they both played last Thursday, Thanksgiving, so they had a full week to rest. Thursday games are always kind of weird. They should be normal for both teams. I do think the Bears pull it off, though, and upset the Cowboys and cause further turmoil for Jason Garrett and the Cowboys going forward.
Yes. I think, I don't know if they'll hold him for the rest of the season, but he is going to get fired.
Oh, he's done. Yeah, he's done.
But who will he go to? If he's
he does one or two things.
Offensive coordinator for someone?
Maybe. I think he'll either take a year off and maybe do the ESPN thing or the Fox Sports thing and talk on the shows for a year.
Yeah.
Or he might just jump back in as an OC with someone like, I don't know, like you said, maybe the Jets, maybe the Bucks, someone like that perhaps. Maybe a team that could use some offensive help. Maybe even the Lions or someone. You never know. So we're both taking the Cowboys. Mark, let's get back to Sunday afternoon.
You said you take the Bears.
I'm sorry, the Bears. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm talking so much about the Cowboys. Vikings, Lions at the Minnesota in Minneapolis. Who you got in this one?
I got the Lions.
You're taking the Lions?
Yes.
Come on, why?
Because they're going to win.
You're just biased. Biasing.
No, David Blau put up that many yards and that good of a performance.
Do you hear yourself talking right now? David Blau? Who? David who? Come on.
His name is Blau.
I know, but it's come on. It's this guy's a nobody. The Vikings are awesome.
280 yards and
nobody. He got a fluke.
His first start.
A fluke because the Bears didn't come in ready. They had no tape on him. If he plays again, he'll get eaten alive out there.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I think the offensive line will hold. They'll get receptions. Marvin Jones is going to go
Danielle Hunter, Everson Griffin, they're going to feast. Anthony Barr, they're going to feast. Harrison Smith, he's going to feast. If he plays, that boy's in trouble. Unless he targets Xavier Rhodes, then he might get a touchdown or two.
Yes.
I'm just saying. But I think the Vikings are going to be fine. I expect a bounce-back win, a big win at home. They have played very well at home all season, minus the Broncos game where they got behind, but still came back and won. They're good at home. They're going to beat the Lions. They got this one, no problem, I think, buddy. Here's a big matchup, AFC powerhouse matchup. The Chiefs at the Patriots on Sunday afternoon. Who you got in this one, man?
I got the Patriots.
Patriots, they hold on at home.
Do
They
not
bounce back.
worry about the Patriots. They're 10-2. That's like a Super Bowl record at this point. So and they're playing the Chiefs with nobody's talking about, and
But have been winning, have been
Yeah.
doing fine.
yes, and Patrick Mahomes does not have a good as year because he got hurt and that
Yep.
issues. So I'm taking Patriots. No, they're playing nobody's talking about these two teams.
No, because
So,
they're not flashy enough this year.
No.
Everyone's talking about the Ravens, the 49ers. That's who they're talking about right now.
Yeah.
I've been doing this show on and off since 2010. We missed a couple seasons here lately, but 2010. And if you went back and watched the tape, I have probably put dirt on the Patriots' graves no less than 5 times every season probably. I've always given up on them. I'm still doing it here. The Chiefs are going to win on the road in Foxborough.
bro.
I'm doing it right now. I'm telling you right now, the Patriots, this isn't it. This is the year. It's finally going to happen. Finally going to happen. They're finally falling apart. They're still going to make the playoffs. But this one, the Chiefs get the win right here, I think.
Yeah, I disagree
No,
with
you disagree? Baltimore, Buffalo. Who you got in that one?
I got Baltimore.
At Buffalo.
I got Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I think the Lamar Jackson show continues
Lamar
on.
Jackson will not win MVP because of the passing yards, everyone. Okay? So the Bills, they're gonna do good on defense, but Lamar, he's just too good. They're not gonna stop him.
No, he's the X factor. He's everything for
Yes,
that team.
and their defense is so good. If the 49ers put up 17 points against them, they're obviously the best team in the league, but they're just so good.
I think
if
Lamar
Jackson wasn't on the team, they would probably be not as good.
He changed everything. If Flacco was still there, that's a 3 or 4 win team at best.
yeah.
Lamar Jackson changed that team overnight. Well, Hollywood Brown's an exhibition too on offense,
Yeah,
but
he didn't do good in this rookie season. Well, he did fine.
Yeah.
But this year, I don't know. He still has to work on his passing game. If he has a passing game, it's over.
But if it's working, why fix it? I mean, they're winning games. They're winning. They're top. They're in the top.
yeah, but
I'm just saying. Seattle Seahawks, Los Angeles Rams, Sunday Night Football. Mark, who you got in that one?
I got the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think so.
The
Rams bounced back nice last week though on the road against the Cardinals. They had a big win.
But, the Rams, they're just not that good. Even Jalen Ramsey worked for 1 week. Just
1 week.
1 week. I don't know if it made that decision. That was a good decision or not, because you have the top, you have one of the top corners in the league, but he has to perform to the level. So I don't know if that was the right decision or not.
I think too that Seattle's a whole different ball of wax than the Cardinals are. It's a whole different team. You're playing a real top level contender right now. The team that I think the Seahawks and the Ravens right now are the odds-on favorites for the Super Bowl right now as we speak in Vegas. They're the top 2 teams everyone's put the money on. Seattle's incredible this year. The Rams, I think they're in for a tough night even at home, because home field doesn't matter in Los Angeles that much. Seattle wins. But before we get to your lightning lock of the week, do you think Eli Manning's going to play on Monday night against the Eagles? They're talking about Daniel Jones is in a boot. He has a high ankle sprain. He might miss this week. Does Eli get one last run with the Giants on Monday Night Football?
I hope so, but
Like a send-off maybe?
he's gonna play the last game.
Boy, he's going to be rusty, I bet. He hasn't played all year, except for he got benched in week 3 or something, whatever it was?
Yeah, but they'll play him for the final game to remember all of his successful moments, beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Twice.
That's just amazing, but of course it's washed up.
The year they beat the Packers in the NFC title game, that was a fun one, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't want to bring that one up
Yeah.
there.
Peyton was better though.
He was better. Time for Mark's Lightning Lock of the Week, folks. If you want to win a free sandwich to Schlotzskys, like it or just play along on Facebook with us. If you agree with Mark's pick and he gets it right, you have a chance to win the free sandwich. If you disagree with Mark's pick and he gets it wrong, then you can win the free sandwich. It's no surprise. He's going back to his roots. He's showing his colors this week. Mark is taking in the Green Bay Redskins game. Who you got?
I got the Packers. You know why? Their rushing game was good last week, but like Carolina on defense did so bad on defense, and like
Carolina fired their coach this week after that game.
yeah, and they should have because
Riverboat Ron
and
got
Dwayne
canned.
Haskins is like he only averages like 150 yards. per
He's
game.
got a lot of work to do. Dwayne Haskins does a lot of work to do.
And like the Giants wanted him, I think they should have went with Daniel.
You weren't worried at all how the Packers started last week, kind of slow. You thought they were fine after they bounced back.
They were 14. They were the score. Well, I watched down at Grandma's. 'Cause
Sure.
We had Thanksgiving there on Sunday.
Sure.
But like 31-13 against the Giants, still smoked the Redskins by like 20 again.
It pains me to say it. You're right. The Redskins are garbage. The Packers are very good. I'd like to see them lose a game to bounce back in the division a little bit, fall back, but I don't see it happening.
No, I would like them to see him win a game.
Well, I mean, that's what we're talking about here. Packers get the win. That's Mark's Lightning Lock of the Week. Go on Facebook. If you agree and he gets it right, you can win the sandwich. If you disagree, he gets it wrong, you can win the sandwich. The winner this week,
I want to read it actually.
rate it off.
Jim Steckler.
Jim Steckler is the winner of the Schlotzskys sandwich. We love Schlotzskys.
Yes.
Delicious. Did you get full on Thanksgiving, buddy? Did you eat that Jell-O thing you were craving? Did you get that?
They didn't have it this year.
No?
No.
So what'd you get? What was your favorite part of Thanksgiving?
The meatballs.
Meatballs on Thanksgiving? Nice.
Yeah.
Like with gravy and stuff, or just like?
Just plain because
Just-
there's
okay.
like stuff already in it.
Oh,
It tasted like beef jerky.
that sounds delicious.
Yeah. And,
Bring 'em on the show.
Turkey.
Turkey, lots of turkey. Yep.
Kind of dry.
Oh, don't say that. Your family's probably watching. Who cooked the turkey?
My aunt.
Okay, turkey was fantastic. You're gonna get yourself in
And
trouble,
then,
buddy boy.
the mashed potatoes were so good.
Lots of gravy though. You gotta have lots of gravy.
Yeah, I forgot.
We're making ourselves hungry again.
Guess what?
What's up?
I didn't miss the plate, but I missed the mashed potatoes. I got my mashed potatoes. I made like
The little dip for the gravy, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I missed
You missed. So you poured it on all the potatoes or on the table.
the plate. It was
The
on
plate.
the plate.
Okay, but you missed the potatoes, but you made the plate. Everything else was drenched. I got you. Now we can focus on Christmas dinner. I'm excited to talk about food here soon. So
Hopefully the Jello's there.
the Jellos are Christmas. I'm hoping for prime rib. We'll see what happens. Folks, from Marky Mark, I'm Brock the Bulldog. We'll see you next week right here on the End Zone.
Yes.